taking, just be.
Today's vlog is more a conversation that actually needs to happen after you watch this video. Or maybe it's a debate. Yeah, it's definitely a debate. A debate that I've been desperately trying to have with everyone I meet for years. No credit to me, but just saying. See, at Voice Science, I'm honoured to meet a diverse mix of clients on a daily basis. In fact, if you were to tally the mix of heritage languages among our clients at any given moment, you'd get anywhere between 20 to 30 different languages. Now, my role as a speech pathologist makes me aware daily of how little I know. But it also at times makes me angry, and the reason for this is because I perceive, all too often, barriers to communication comfort that don't just come down to education, intelligence, having the right words to say. A lot of it comes down to things that you need to speak up about. So today, let's get into it. Here is how we'll do it. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine yourself standing on the steps of Flinders Street Station, right under the clocks. Now, look out from the steps. Imagine you're in normal circumstances and there's lots of people there. And see the crowds crossing Swanston and Flinders Street. Maybe you can see as far as St Kilda Road too. Look across the circumference in front of you and tell me. Look out and listen and tell me. Is everyone a monolingual mainstream Australian English speaker? You know the answer. The answer's no. Now tell me, who is the majority? It's pretty hard to say, right? Yeah. Say it. Who's the majority? What do you hear? Languages? Accents? We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Now tell me, where do you fit? Chances are, if you're watching this channel, you make up the global majority. And the global majority of people is not a speaker of mainstream Australian English. In fact, it's not even a native English speaker. Thank God. No offence to native English speakers, but let's be real here. We need a shift in perspective. For the past 7 years at Voice Science, I've been working with internationals and locals to boost communication clarity and comfort. But deep down, I've been doing something else that I don't often speak publicly about, and it's time to really open up. Sure, the message underpins all the content that I make, but I really want to share the position that I'm coming from. I've been advocating, as best as I can, with my privileged position as a native speaker of this notion of what Australian English is. And frankly, I've been challenging you all to see that there's not one way to speak. And why? Well, because until people stop saying, "You've got a strong accent," I'm going to have to keep fighting. See, the very phrase in itself makes us feel small. It also totalizes the speaker and suggests that the way they speak is simplistic. I've received it. I'm unscathed, but I have received this statement, "You've got a strong accent," while living abroad, speaking other languages. And it's okay for me, but this is being said against people who are not just living abroad. It's being said against people who are here in Melbourne, in Australia, trying to live in their home, trying to feel at home, trying to feel accepted, trying to get merit for their hard work, and it's not okay. There is no such thing as a strong accent. We all have an accent, so who is to say how strong it is? If I go and live in London, my strong accent will be registered there too. So how can I keep anyone happy? It's all based on the context of my listener, and I don't have a lot of control over that. So this shows me logically that no accent is superior to another. There is no such thing as a strong accent. Furthermore, the comment is rude and inflammatory. Saying someone has a strong accent shows your listener bias. Strong against what? Strong against yours? Who are you to judge? So please stop using this phrase and call it out if you hear it being used. It's really not okay. It's both xenophobic and belittling. So speak up. Together we need to eliminate this kind of language from the vernacular. Promise me? Because by the time I meet someone at Voice Science who is wanting to work on their strong accent, it's really much too late for me to be the first person to tell them that this concept simply does not exist. And my question is, how long has that person been held back because of the false belief that their English is not good enough? There is no right way to speak English, but there is a right way to listen. Good listening involves flexibility, tolerance, effort, diplomacy, good values, and ethics. There is no one way to speak English, and trust me, in time the Australian accent won't necessarily sound like mine, I hope. Sure, if you need to be clear, if you want to get your message across, you really do need to be clear. But I'm the last person here telling you you're wrong if you sound different from me. In fact, I like it. You get my positive bias. No accent is superior to another. And let me let you in on a secret. If there really is an accent that is superior to another, it is an accent that shows that you speak more than one language, because we all know that is the better position to be in. Better 2 or 4 languages than 1, right? Until we get this conversation happening more in Australia, we will continue to see barriers and negative bias in the workplace, in the shops, socially, everywhere we look. If people make reference to your strong accent, see this as a chance to educate someone that the concept, frankly, does not exist. Please educate those people who are not as linguistically educated or insightful as you. Don't be held back. Speak up. Call it out. Promise me? Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and remember your voice and your message matter immensely. So speak, make a difference with your words, empower others, fight for rights, fight for anyone you see being sidelined, and have a great week. Ciao.
Don't take it. Take it. Just don't be. And live my life. Don't take it personal. I ain't lying. I ain't hiding. I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying prayed up, meditating and taking time away.